Yeah, the FBI. Why do they exist again? Oh, that's right, to lie. Stealth edit. The FBI has now quietly revised their violent crime stats. When the FBI originally released the final crime data, which did not include any liberal shitholes where most of the crime is happening, FYI.
20 cities weren't included?
Yep,
There's
all
like the
leftoid
20
shitholes.
20 fucking major cities.
Yep. The final crime data for 2022 reported that the nation's violent crime rate fell by 2.1%.
Oh my God.
Which was horseshit, and we all know it. But the FBI has now quietly revised those numbers, releasing new data showing violent crimes increased by 4.5%.
All right,
which
by.
From the old numbers would actually be an increase of over 6%, which doesn't sound like much until you take into account there's almost 400 million people in this country. And the fact that this number still doesn't include the 20 leftoid shitholes.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. All right, so I used to, hang out with a bunch of libtards back in the day. All right, now I quit talking to them about 2 years ago. But up until that point, I would get in these arguments with them, and I would bring up the stats of the Uniform Crime Report, and they'd be like, I don't believe that.
Of course not, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let me just wrap my head around this. All right, so you have a database where all of the law enforcement agencies of this country, send their numbers up there. And you're going to sit there and tell me that you don't believe those numbers and, all of this other bullshit. Basically, you're not acknowledging reality.
It's like 11,000 different reporting agencies.
Yes, it's actually more than that. You're not acknowledging reality. And then once they started pushing the whole trans thing on me, I'm like, you guys can fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't live in the real world, and I'm not living where you're at because it's going to wind up in oblivion.
Yep. And for anybody who is curious about whether or not this type of revision is standard, we have an answer. I have checked the data on the total violent crime from 2004 to 2022, says Carl Moody, professor at the College of William and Mary, who specializes in studying crime. There were no revisions from 2004 through 2015. From 2016 to 2020, there were small changes of less than 1 percentage point. The huge changes in 21 and 22, especially without an explanation, make it difficult to trust the FBI.
Yeah. And here's another thing. They've been doing this for a while. They've been rolling the Hispanic crime stats into the Caucasian column.
Because as far as if it's just Caucasian crime stats, those are rookie numbers. You got to bump those numbers up in this rank.
Isn't that cultural appropriation?
It could be.
It really is. Yeah.
But the thing,
we're stealing crime from the
I don't like that.
But we did a video on this, and the Caucasians are really good at like white collar crime and sophisticated lie and die crime, stuff like that. They're not really the,
the brutals,
gun to you, pull you out of your car kind of shit. Now, I'm not saying there aren't Caucasians out there that don't do that.
Of course. Yeah. We fought 2 world wars over Caucasians getting their panties in a bunch.
Yes.
The Nordics, the Celtics, all those background Germanics, they tend to have a little bit of more, we'll say assertiveness.
You mean all the icks?
Yeah. We'll say assertiveness.
Yeah.
We'll go with assertiveness.
Have the powerful dicks.
Yeah. it is what it is. I can see why the X's come back.
Icks with dicks.
There are no icks with dicks, only yucks with fucks.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.